In a game that is probably not going to matter in any college football playoff standing or anything else, UTSA Roadrunners are headed to Colorado to play the Colorado State Rams. Now, I thought Colorado State would be far better than they are. I'll admit it. I have no understanding. Yes, they are 2-1. They lost to a Washington team barely, 38-21. They beat Northern Colorado 21-17, but that's a FCS school, and UTSA is 1-2. They lost to Texas A&M, who just beat Notre Dame 42-24. They lost in a very good game versus Texas State. If you didn't watch that game, you missed out on a good one. 43-36. Not a lot of defense showing up there. And they beat Incarnate Word, an okay FCS team, 48-20. Now I'm looking at this game and I'm actually surprised at what Colorado State's putting up. I thought they'd be a far better team this year. But we're going to take a look at these two teams, and really, this is going to be a good game. It's also going to show you where they stand because Colorado State is a team that should be in the running to make it to the Mountain West playoffs, but they are not looking like it. UTSA is looking like they could. Jeff Traylor's got them a solid team. So let's take a look at this. Also, if you don't mind, hit like and subscribe because, hey, I love me some college football and this is what I enjoy.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Okay, since UTSA is visiting, we're going to look at their numbers. Owen McCown, their QB1, 72 for 111, 583 yards through the air, 6 TDs, no interceptions, only been sacked twice. Mind you, he played against Texas A&M and Texas State. Brandon Tennyson, 2 of 2, 100%, 1 TD, no interceptions, not been sacked. Robert Henry, their leading rusher, 47 carries, 480 yards, 6 touchdowns. You got that right. You heard that right. 480 yards. Amarian Peterson, 13 rushes, 36 yards, one TD. So they've got 7 TDs on the ground. Devin McEwen, sorry, 18 for 167, got 2 touchdowns. AJ Wilson, 7 for 156, 2 touchdowns. DJ Allen, 10 carries, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Robert Henry Jr., the running back, 9 for 20, 1 touchdown. Dan Dishman, a tight end, 3 for 19, 1 touchdown. So they got 7 and 7. They're really balanced offense. 632 through the air, 647 on the ground. On defense, they've sacked the opposing quarterback 5 times, 11 pass deflections, 3 interceptions. They forced 2 fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. Now, Shad Banks is their leading tackler, 21 tackles, 2 interceptions. He's a linebacker, got 2 interceptions, had 1 fumble recovery. Jimmy Wyrick's got 15 tackles, 1 fumble recovery. They've got a decent defense for what they've got, even though they haven't really, I mean, that's all they are. They're decent. They're not the best in the world. But considering who they've gone up against, it's not surprising. I mean, Texas A&M, yeah, this shows that UTSA is there to play, and Texas State's a good team. People aren't taking them into account. Texas State is not a team you can take lightly. So them having these kinds of numbers, receiving yards of 167 for their top one, leading rusher 480 yards. Yeah, Shad Banks having 2 interceptions and 21 tackles. Owen McCown having 583 yards through the air. This is a plus. Um, he's got 11 rushes, 57 yards. No touchdowns that way, but he can run when he needs to. And this offensive line is holding up good. Only having 2 sacks on McCown, considering who they played, none on QB2. This is a well balanced team. This is what Jeff Traylor normally has. This is an offensive minded coach, as been shown. He's won 2 conference titles. Now, mind you, that was Conference USA. He's gone 9-4 and 7-6 in the American. So he's doing really good so far. So let's take a look at Colorado State. Now, Colorado State, I'm disappointed in. I really am. Uh, Brandon Fowler-Nicolosi is 30 of 57, 52.6 completion rate, 1 touchdown through the air, but 2 interceptions, been sacked twice. Um, they their QB or K. Lanier, a wide receiver's thrown one. Taj Bullock, their backup, threw one, but it didn't catch. Um, so they got 321 yards through the air. Now, rushing, Jalen Dupree, 28 for 150, 1 touchdown. Lloyd Abbott, 15 for 82 touchdowns. Taj Bullock rushed 11 times, 19 yards, 1 touchdown. Fowler-Nicolosi, 8 rushes, 16 yards, 1 touchdown. So 5 rushing, 1 through the air, which was Jackson Warren, 7 for 95, that 1 touchdown. Amani Winfield's got 4 for 49. He's got 4 catches for 49 yards. They're not, 315 on the ground, 321 in the air. Not very impressive. Their defense only got to the opposing quarterback 3 times. They've got 1 interception, 8 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Their leading tackler, Owen Long's got 24 tackles, 1 fumble recovery. Uh, Jake Jarmilovich has got 12 tackles, 1 pass deflection. They're barely an okay defense. I mean, okay, 8 pass deflections, 1 interception, but 3 sacks. Who they've played, I mean, honestly, they're not able to get to the opposing side's quarterback. Their offense is at best just eh. And Jay Norvell, here's a guy that played at Iowa as a defensive back linebacker, but he came into coaching as a offensive coach. You know, he was at Nevada. He went 33 and 26. He's gone 17 and 22 at Colorado State. So he stayed in the Mountain West as a head coach, but he's, Arizona State wide receiver, passing game coordinator, Texas wide receiver coach, Oklahoma co-offensive coordinator, wide receiver. He was at Oklahoma for a while. UCLA, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach in Nebraska. He was in the pros, Oakland Raiders, Indianapolis Colts. He's also spent time at Iowa State, Wisconsin, Northern Illinois, and Iowa, or Northern Iowa, sorry. So here's somebody who, yeah, he's a defensive player, but he's supposed to be offensively minded. He's not shown up. Last year he went 8-5. And it looked like he had that team going good. But I guess attrition just got to him. because this offense is just not clicking the way it should. This is a team that should be clicking. They had a shot at going for the Mountain West title. This is a perfect year for them. Their toughest opponent's going to be UNLV in the Mountain West, and UNLV is coming to them in, well, that's UTSA, is coming to them in November 8th. Now they do have Boise State coming to them, but that shouldn't have been a big that should be really one of the few losses that they should. Washington and Boise State were the only two I was really worried about. But in all honesty, they are not showing that they could compete at the level that they should be. This is one of the teams that should have been a power within the Mountain West this year. So unless Colorado State, now they could, if they get this thing going right, this game, maybe they've got it. But yeah, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Now look, I honestly thought Colorado State would be far better of a team this year. Jay Norvell has gotten this team quite a ways. He went 8-5 last year. Everything was looking with every way every team was going that Jay Norvell should have this team where they need to have this team at. They don't look at this year. I like Colorado State, or liked Colorado State to be in competition to go to the Mountain West Conference title. I thought that they were the third strongest team in there, but they got lucky with having UNLV come in there in November. You don't tell me that UNLV, I know Dan Mullen's a good coach, but UNLV coming into Colorado State in the middle of November? No. But this Colorado State team just does not look like they need to. UTSA has played some tough games. They have shown that they can put up offense. Their defense may not be as strong, but going up against an offense that is barely getting any scores in, is barely running, is barely, it's not even really connecting with the wide receivers. Fowler-Nicolosi, I'm not saying he's a disappointment. I'm just saying that there is something about him that just does not seem to be clicking. Uh, he's been, he was there for Colorado State last year and the year before. He had 3,460 yards passing in 2023. In 2024, he had 2,796. 22 TDs in 2023, 14 last year. Rushed 43 times last year for 75 yards, had 4 touchdowns. But this year, he doesn't seem to have it. I don't know why, but something's. I like UTSA in this game. I really do. UTSA is showing that they can put up the offensive numbers. Their defense may not be the best in the world, but their offense more than makes up for it. So I'm going with UTSA in this game, sadly. I Not that I'm against UTSA in any way, shape, or form. I had biases going into this season. I thought that Colorado State would be far better. I'm having to change my mind. I am having to say I changed my mind and that UTSA Roadrunners will get a road win in Colorado this year, setting them up for a far better season than I thought they would have. But you tell me what you think. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.